Are you a parent struggling to get your kid to take an interest in writing? Writing is a crucial skill that your kids will use their entire life, from school assignments to job applications to work presentations and beyond. Unfortunately, kids can be under the impression that writing is boring and stuffy, something they have to learn now to do rather than something they want to learn how to do. Today, we're going to show you 3 actionable ways to help your kids level up their writing skills and fall in love with the process at the same time. Hi, I'm Ivy, founder and CEO of Prequel. We help kids 9 to 17 discover themselves and the world around them through entrepreneurship and world-class mentors. At Prequel, we've helped hundreds of kids not only learn to love writing, but use it to improve their professional skill set. Writing is a visceral way to distill your thoughts, explore concepts you're curious about, and sharpen your beliefs about the world. It helps you tap into your creativity and consciousness better than any other activity. Now, let's dive into 3 specific ways you can help your kid grow their writing skills. Number 1, encourage writing outside of school assignments. Writing doesn't have to be a chore, but if your kid only ever writes for a grade, that's exactly how they'll see it. Instead of seeing writing as a fun, creative hobby or even as an essential life skill, they'll begin to think of it as just another box to be checked, and nothing sucks the fun out of something faster than boxes needing to be checked. So make writing fun. Encourage your kids to take a playful and creative approach to their writing assignments. When you talk about writing with your kid, cultivate an environment where writing is alive with passion and creativity. Don't just ask them if they finished their essay that's due tomorrow. Ask them what they've been writing for fun, or what they're curious to write more about in the future. Here's 7 simple ideas to help your kids start writing for fun. Many of these they probably already did when they were younger, before they were worried about writing essays for better grades. Number 1, draft a summary of their favorite movie, or explain how they perform their favorite hobby like gaming, biking, or playing soccer. They can write short stories or poetry, or keep a daily journal where they write about their feelings, relationships, and experiences. They can create stories or comic strips based on their favorite fictional characters, write a mini biography detailing their life, or write letters to friends and family. The goal is to encourage kids to write about what interests them. Naturally, this will help them build confidence and unique skills as a writer. Number 2, use storytelling. Why is storytelling so important in writing? Well, because it's engaging, exciting, and memorable. It helps you relate to others and see the world from a different perspective. It also helps other people understand you, and it's an effective form of communication. Storytelling isn't just a skill for traditionally creative jobs either. It's used in law courts, by CEOs to inspire people, and by political leaders who want to appear more likable. It's used in movies, books, TV shows, emails, conversation, media, essays, speeches, ads, presentations, and more. The bottom line is that storytelling engages people's emotions. We are storytelling creatures, so we naturally tell them in conversation. Storytelling in writing, however, is a skill that takes practice. You can start teaching your kids storytelling with these core concepts. Characters. Who is in the story? What are their desires and fears? What change do they experience throughout the story? Setting. Where and when does the story take place? Inciting incident. What event sets the story into motion? Conflict. What challenges do the characters face? And finally, resolution. What happens to the characters in the end? How do they resolve the conflict? At Prequel, we encourage kids to focus on 2 things as they master their storytelling skills. Number 1 is setting the scene. Try in 1 sentence to take your reader to a place they can picture in their head. Do you want them to picture a busy intersection in Japan? A beach at golden hour? Be as descriptive and specific as possible. Second, drop them right into the action. One of the biggest mistakes in telling stories is spending too long to give context. Instead, get to the good stuff right away. You want the audience to think, how did we get here? I want to know more. We give kids these tips while they make their presentations, whether they're presenting their business or a hackathon project, or trying to engage the room. Look at how this amazing alumni from Beta Camp starts off her pitch, dropping people right into the action and giving people an opportunity to feel that pain.
What is the worst thing you could find out your kid was doing? Being out past curfew? Skipping school? Okay. Let's take it to a whole nother level. What if you found out your kid was on a dating app like Bumble or Tinder? Horrifying, right? Like, you don't even want to imagine it. But let's all take a moment and let our thoughts go wild on all the horrific things that could occur with your teenager spending hours scrolling, swiping, and communicating on Tinder.
If these examples are helpful for you, don't forget to leave a like so more parents can find this video. Lastly, teach your kid to show, don't tell in their writing. However cliche this phrase sounds, it's relevant and accurate. Using descriptive imagery in your writing paints a picture in your reader's mind, making them connect more deeply with the story and experience it in a more imaginative way. Anton Chekhov once said, "Don't tell me the moon is shining. Show me the glint of light on the broken glass." This is a beautiful example of how showing pulls a reader into a scene much faster than telling. So how can you teach your kid to show and not tell? First, have them practice stream of consciousness writing. Stream of consciousness writing is a narrative technique used to portray the fluid mental state of the writer. Essentially, it's when they sit down, set a timer, and write without stopping. Ignore typos, misspelled words, and overthinking. They can go back and edit later. Just write. Encourage your kid to find a spot that inspires them, like being outside in nature or a quiet cafe. They'll be surprised at all the creative imagery that comes pouring out. Then encourage your kid to use active words over passive words. Instead of saying Sharon was excited, where the feeling is happening to Sharon, make Sharon actively express the emotion. For example, Sharon leapt out of her chair with excitement. These two sentences are conveying the same message, but in different ways. Passive words tell, active words show. You can also encourage them to try this in conversation as well, and it will feed into their writing. To recap, encourage your kids to write for fun. They're probably already doing it, so encourage that as a hobby. Number 2, play around with storytelling. And number 3, show, don't tell. Follow these tips and you can support their journey towards being great writers. If you're interested in more content like this, sign up for Prequel's weekly newsletter. We give advice and free resources to parents who want their kids to learn the skills to get ahead in school and in life, especially the skills not normally taught in school. We also keep you up to date on the latest exciting AI tools. The world of AI is moving fast, especially in the writing space, so make sure that you subscribe to keep up. We're also launching an AI masterclass that really shows kids how to effectively use AI to their benefit to learn, review, and execute, even when writing college applications or essays. How to actually use AI in a way that supports their learning instead of just plagiarizing and cheating. So make sure you subscribe for more. The link of the course is down below in the description.